I hope you guys enjoyed your introductory stream here, being introduced to the channel, the community. I hope you guys come back for, if you're interested in any other games we're playing, if you see us playing something that you dig, feel free to jump back in, man. I totally get it. If you're, next up we're playing Elden Ring. We're in the middle of our Elden Ring playthrough, but we wanted to pause for this one. So tomorrow, on Thursday is the next day we stream. We'll be here Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Thursday will be the next stream that we rock, continuing our Elden Ring playthrough. We're like 2 bosses down in there. We're kind of in the middle of it. We're about, 30 hours into Elden Ring, maybe. It's a blast. I also think we got Star Wars. The Lego Star Wars is coming up at the end of the month. We're also thinking about Ghostwire Tokyo, and what was the other one? Tiny Tina's Wonderland is another one we're thinking about playing. So that's what we got coming up over the next couple of months on the channel. So if you guys missed any of that, it'll be up on the YouTube later tonight too. I don't want to like bust through here. Whatever. I feel bad skipping credits sometimes. I do want to get back to here and see our guy.
I must return to the shelter and share the news of my triumph.
Oh, I guess we gotta go back there. Hold on. Back to the shelter, I guess. And then we'll wrap the stream up after we go back here. Have a good day, rest of the day stream. Oh man. Yeah, I got a lot of commission work. We're going to be working on some commission work here at the end of the stream. Once I get off, you guys will see on my brother's channel. Hopefully by the end of the month. Big day of commission work coming up here. What's a Hofmvn? Some sort of Pokemon? Yeah. You gotta catch me when you can, man. I'm out here.
How can so many starving dwarves?
Let's see this here before we go.
Smell that? The breath of liberty. My gift to you.
Yeah, put a shirt on. There's so many male nipples in games nowadays.
Would you rather remain fugitives? Hurricane. So the whispers were true. You were here in Hofmvn all alone.
You have been busy, High One. Vengeance floods the entire land like a river.
Hang on, everyone. Someone knocked on my door. 1 second. I'm going to yell at them. How dare they? Alright, sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that. Some guy wants to mow my yard. No, thank you, sir. Did you hear about the chameleon that couldn't change colors? He had erectile dysfunction. How dare you?
River that has burst its banks.
Why are you here?
I too bring a gift. Dread rumors from Asgard. Rumors you would have heard had you not been so preoccupied.
What has Loki done now?
Escaped the cell in which you left him to rot. Unbound Fenrir. Awoken Jormungandr. Rallied Hel. Now raising an army like no other. Clearly, he has been busy too. Of course, Loki is not your only problem. Soon the gates of Muspelheimr will grind open, and its minions will emerge, demanding retribution for their fallen king. And let us not forget Suttungr in Jotunheim. Do you really think he will miss this chance to settle old scores? Your vengeance comes at a price, High One, and you and everything you hold dear are it.
So there is to be a fight. I haven't lost one yet.
Got her.
You have heard of the Twilight Sword?
Surtur's blade, destined to cut the sky and signal Ragnarok. I stuffed it down his gullet.
As I came here, A great beam of light rose from that lone tower, tore the sky asunder. Your doing, I assume? It is you who ignites Ragnarok.
Uh-oh.
So it begins. By my own hand. Hurricane. A favor, please.
Have I not already done you one?
Not for me. For you. Go to that tower you spoke of. Within you will find an elven marvel lying amid the ashes. Take it.
Why?
It offers a way to deliver the one you have lost, yet seek to save. But first it must be emptied of those lost souls within.
I already have a plan to rescue my love.
There's always a better one. Now go.
What is this trick? You don't care about her lost love?
I care about Balder. If she can free him, even unintentionally, he may yet make it to the other side of Ragnarok.
That's cool.
Ragnarok comes. Yet I will abide. Though not as I am. And not in this body. I will not forget this life. Not one breath. I will always remember when Odin, son of Bor, father of Thor, was me.
I am so confused.
Well played, Loki. We shall have a fight. Soon enough.
All right. So, is that like a setup for the next DLC they're doing, or like is next DLC gonna be Ragnarok itself? Another boss before 100? I don't know. Try and get out of this place. Like maybe I'm supposed to go back to Asgard and see something? They could just be setting up like this is called Dawn of Ragnarok. So they might just be that might be set up for the next DLC Ragnarok if they're doing another DLC. Holy, that is oh man. Okay, hold on, let's go over there. Interesting. Holy, dude. He did announce I am Ragnarok as you kill Suter. He did say that. He's so dumb. Dude, that looks awesome up there. All right, let's climb this thing and try to go back in there. And then also want to go check out Asgard real quick. See if they left a little hint or something in there. Because everything she was like reading off that was happening, whatever. I gotta be honest, I forget like I forget if that's everything that happened in Ragnarok or not. One last scene when you go back to Raventhorpe. Okay. I need to watch a YouTube video explaining this whole deal with us as Odin again. And like what are these actual events that happen to Odin? Or is this just straight up their idea of Norse mythology? I literally don't know what's happening. Because we know Odin and the round table or whatever of the Nordic people who were Isu. But that's not this guy. So it's just like, am I just high as hell in my dream right now? And none of this happened? And this is all just like a warning to Eivor? Alright, so you can't go through there. She took the sword. Damn. Damn. Oh god, hold on. Alright, so let's wake up then. GG's on the completionist though. Everything is golden once again. Let's wake up here. Nothing like getting that full complete. Are we safe? The fuck? I think it's an interpretation of one of the stories of Odin, but I don't know Norse mythology well enough to say for sure. Okay.
The wolf is coming, brothers and sisters. It finds us all in the end, no matter how we hide. In its jaws is an end or a beginning, and we will never know which till that last black bite. Should we lay down for it then? Bare our throats to its teeth, or fight with every sinew in our bodies to hold it away, knowing always that our strength must fail, and the wolf will take us. I know only this. Each day is a gift from the dead to the living. Each smile bought by another's tears. And when the wolf runs free, all we will have are those we fought to keep. So I will keep you, my people. I will fight the wolf for every inch of this land, till the hour he claims me. I will buy you your days of love and laughter. Use them well. These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning?
Accidentally, what did I just hit? Something just clicked me out. Oh, I know it's been clicking me out. I'm so dumb.
Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.
Sure. All right. It's a fire over here, right? Yeah. Cool. Let's go this way. The Svartalfheim heart has been completed. And I do believe. What about Norse mythology? I'm just trying to figure out what this is actually trying to do. I'm very confused by the story of this. The way you interface with like Odin. If it's really just a fever dream you're having, or if it's like him actually seeing the history of Odin, what have you. Okay. The mason he saw.
Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you indulge me with a tale? I would be glad to hear of Svartalfheim.
I would not tell it half as well, but his favorite was a fable, to remind us to find meaning in our deeds and not in how others think of us. Svartalfheim was not short of legendary dwarven blacksmiths. Everyone has heard of Ivaldi, of Brucker and Sindri. But this tale is of a stonemason. He lived as far south as he could, where Gulnamar meets Vangrid. His workshop sat upon the shoreline. Obsessed with glory, his love of masonry had all but died. He scoured the shore, seeking precious stones washed up from other realms. Then he saw it. Something beautiful, glittering, shimmering across the water, upon an island he had never dared travel to. He hastily built a boat, working long into the night. He set sail and found many rocks that sparkled and dazzled upon the island. He cried out in joy. To craft anything from such stones, he would be remembered for all time. Then he felt a sudden sting on his foot. Then another, and another. His eyes adjusted to the dark. So consumed was he by his desire for renown, he failed to realize he had walked into a nest of snakes until it was already too late. And so, clutching the stone that sealed his fate, there he died. Remembered, yes, but only for his folly.
A fine tale, Toby, and well told. Sven would be proud.
Thank you. You think it's all interpretation of Issa history as comprehended by people of this time? Interesting. Nowhere near the nostalgia for anything I know, unless it's a lesser known story in the sagas. All this is new to me. All right, the King and his legacy. Get these two done real quick.
Are you and Bridget well?
Of course. The flames soothe my mind, as do the tales told here.
Do you have one to share, Gunnar? A legend of Svartalfheim.
Aye, a story of a king who could not see the wood for the trees. Raidmar, greatest of dwarven kings. Within his palace in Gulnamar, he wanted for nothing except an heir. Raidmar and his wife had grown old. Perhaps too old. Late one night, consumed with worry, Raidmar walked in the shadow of his vast mountaintop palace, tears in his eyes. "A great king! What ails you?" a voice said. Afraid, Raidmar saw no one. "Who goes there?" he replied. Then he saw who addressed him. A vast and ancient tree, perhaps almost as old as Ymir himself. Raidmar sat upon its roots and told the tree he feared he was too old to give his subjects the legacy they deserved. The tree was so moved, it wept and offered its tears to Raidmar. "Drink, great king," it said, "and your woes shall be washed away."
Okay.
Raidmar observed the grass, the meadows, the leaves of the tree. His subjects' happiness. Raidmar felt at ease, realizing he had everything he needed, and asked that the land receive the tree's gift instead. The tree's happy tears flowed evermore, enriching the land. 9 moons passed, and a baby's cry rang through Raidmar's palace. Long would dwarves place gifts in the weeping tree's roots, in memory of Raidmar and his kindness that shaped all he touched.
All things happen when they should, old friend.
I hope so.
All right, we got one more of these to do. The Miner and His Calling. See what this is about.
I hear you seek tales.
This is my
of
girl right here.
Svartalfheim. You are not alone in your glimpses of the Aesir.
You have seen them too.
No. Only the power the visions hold, and their effect on those once held dear.
You speak of Sigurd.
Do you want my tale or not? There was a dwarven miner who cared only for his work. Mining was all he knew, all he wanted to know. and all he would ever know. One day, he heard a strange noise. All his long life, working in the northern mines of Vangring, he had never known a boulder to squeak. He ignored it at first, but as the hours passed, the squeaking continued relentlessly. When the miner could take no more, he split the boulder apart with his pick, and then he saw a squirrel.
What a real one.
Until now, pinned by the boulder, afraid and tired, the freed squirrel climbed into the miner's long beard and slept for 3 days. When the dwarf awoke,
Bro, not to interrupt the story, but my dog just farted. It's so bad.
and nuts waiting for him. A gift from the squirrel, the first the miner had ever received. Finally, the miner had a friend. The squirrel led the dwarf to a stone hill within a lake. There, the dwarf would fish for supper, while the squirrel played in the trees. One night, watching his fishing line, the dwarf drifted off to sleep, smiling, enjoying the happy squeaks of his friend above. When the sun rose, its light did not find the dwarf, for he had turned to stone, his short-lived bliss captured evermore.
And the squirrel?
It never left his side, hoping his friend would awaken, just as the miner had waited for the squirrel to do the same.
Sigurd. He's not lost to us.
Our boy Sigurd. One day he'll be back. Right? Alright, so that's all the fire stuff we had.
In every great story, there's truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Hofmvn, the place they spoke of.
So what are those maps for then? Are those maps just the one lady? I think we're done. I think that's it. I think that's the Valkyrie or whatever, which, you know. Yeah, no, we did that. We're good. We're good. Atlas. Vinland, Norway, Isle of Skye. We've done all these. Dude, we're 100% it out of our mind here, bro. Oh, treasure hoards. Oh, true. What do you guys think about the treasure hoards? I never really did the treasure hoards. There's something about the currency and the loot in this game that, like, the treasure hoards never really felt worth the hassle. Did you ever go to the ice place someone was talking about? Yeah, it was like underneath the dam or whatever. You had to put on, there was like a portal that you had to go through. But when you tried to go through, it sap your energy. You couldn't get through it. And so there was this armor that you had to collect around the map there called the Uten armor. And once you had a full set of that, you could walk through the portal. It's pretty cool. I actually really appreciated that. Because the way you got the armor pieces is by doing side quests. And then those side quests would reveal the location of groups that had those. All right, let's go to Asgard real quick just to see if anything is kind of a little bonus in here. I don't know if anyone's, I mean, someone had to have tried this before. Oh, 2 spots. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it'll be all right. I feel like we've ran our course on this game. Until the next DLC. We already got our full set of armor. Bro, the minute you, like, finish the main story, you're like, whatever. I'm like, I got everything. I'm good to go. Oh, both spots do go to the same place, but they are there. That's okay. See, that's smart by Deli.